All right, hello everybody, Michael Nix here, and I want to thank you all for watching our video today. So today, I want to talk about the Martyr Syndrome. So the Martyr Syndrome is a syndrome, psychological syndrome, where people, for whatever reason, feel that they have to become the self-sacrificing heroes in their life. You know, businesses did them wrong, people did them wrong, they have a sick relative, but none of the other relatives are as self-sacrificing as they are, so they have to take off work to take care of their relative. They gave up on their dreams out of sacrifice for their husband or wife or children. That's what I want to talk about today. So I'm going to start by telling you a story where I work, and just so you know, I've changed situations around here with this story. There was a man who, to me, seemed like a hard worker initially. He told me stories about how his daughter was struggling in school and how she was really smart and how she was being picked on, and just nobody understood, not her classmates, not the teachers, not the faculty, not the administrative department of the school. Nobody understood what this child was going through, and she would have to take off, or he'd have to take off work early and go and get his daughter. So that's how it started with this child. Then it started to become that he had a sick brother, and the hospital didn't know how to take care of him, and his sister didn't know how to take care of him, and his parents didn't know how to take care of him, so he had to take off work to take care of the sick brother. Then his wife lost her job, and the corporation was out to get her, and blah, 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 blah. So it eventually got to the point where he missed so much work, not because of illness, but because of this Martyr Syndrome complex that he had, that he was actually fired. He was let go. And I know from first-hand experience, his boss gave him every chance in the world. And then on top of that, he got an even better job, a good job. Keep in mind, his wife did not have a job either. And he quit that job to take care of his sick brother. I may sound cruel, and I apologize for that, but there's a line you cross when you have a sick relative, and it wasn't so much, in the way he would tell these stories, it wasn't so much how, oh, poor sick brother, and my brother's going through that, but it was all from his point of view and all how it affected him, and how he couldn't do the things he wanted to do, and how he was the one who was suffering, how he was the one who was sacrificing it all. And the brother was just an example. The brother was one of many issues that popped up during that time. But I want to tell you how to deal with people with the Martyr Syndrome. Because I'm a little impatient in that regard. I fully admit sometimes I don't like excuses. Not my best area. And I did some research for this post, but what they say you're supposed to do, you're supposed to listen to them as they talk, and you're supposed to acknowledge that you've heard them speak, but yet at the same time not give them anything to reward their self-pity. So don't say, oh, poor you, or don't say, I don't know how you do it. Because that just, I call this a monster. It just keeps feeding the monster, and the monster gets more and more demanding. Another thing you can do is be blunt. Call them out. Don't call them out personally, if that makes sense. Call out their behavior. Your behavior's been something else. I don't know how exactly you would word it. But the research I did said that, the person may try to deflect it back on you, may point out your faults, trying to get away from they were wrong, may deny. Um, but I think it's always good, no matter what is going on, that we are aware that other people are onto us. Because we all think we're so clever and nobody's gonna figure it out. But 9 times out of 10, I think most people figured out whatever we're trying to hide or disguise. So I think it's good to call somebody out on things like that. Now, it did say don't call them out when they're at a low. When the pity party is hit rock bottom, wait for them to come back and stabilize before you throw that at them. But what if you're the one who suffers from this, who has this? If you're watching this video or if you read this post and it made you a little bit uncomfortable, maybe, but you should probably get professional help. But anyway, I think it is very important that a person accept responsibility for their situation in life. I am a college dropout. I'm a 2-time college dropout. The second college I went to closed down. How many people can say that? I was warned about that second college. I didn't listen. When the shit, hit the fan, I was very mad and angry and depressed. And the only person I had to be angry with or mad at was myself. I accept where I am in life. I feel that I'm in a reasonably comfortable place in life, meaning I have a place to sleep every night. I know there's going to be the same person next to me every night, and I know I'm going to eat every night, and I know I'm going to be able to shower and get clean water. That's pretty damn good. Am I rich? No. Am I famous? No. Am I a receptionist? Yes. But I accept that. And I think there's so many people, especially people who have this Martyr Syndrome, who it's always somebody else's fault. Whether in terms of physically stopping them from achieving their dreams, or that they gave it up for your sake. The self-sacrificing bull. I don't buy. I think there are definitely moments in my life where I feel like I have not done what I wanted to do for the sake of somebody else. I think that is called adulthood. I think that is called being grown up, doing something you don't want to do. But in terms of my dreams, every dream I've given up, not that I think I've really given up all that many, I've given up because I was scared to try it. I was scared to go out on that limb and do it. So if you find yourself maybe struggling with this Martyr Syndrome, easily the most important thing you can do is look at your current situation and accept responsibility for it. I think that's what most of the syndrome is hiding, is this lack of self-esteem, or this maybe even this depression with where you are in life. And it's so much easier to blame somebody else for where you are than to look at yourself and say, I did this. Because we all think we're so